Hello friends, welcome to Mechanical Engineering online classes.
In this video lecture, let us understand what a basic solution is, what degenerate basic solution is and non-degenerate basic solution is, apart from basic feasible solution. Let us see their definitions and how they differ from each other. In case you do not know what linear programming problem LPP is, or the standard form, or how to formulate any real problem into an LPP, please check back our previous videos. The links are given in the description below. Now starting with the current topic. In case a system is having say m linear equations and n variables such that m is less than n, which is quite a very common problem. But we know that if there are m number of equations and m number of variables, then we can find m number of variables using these m linear equations. So for finding m variables, we need m equations. But in case we have equations that are lesser in number compared to the variables that are existing, so when n is greater than m, say for example the number of variables is 5, the equations are only 3, then out of 3 equations we can find only 3 variables. 3 variables can be found, whereas 2 variables cannot be found. So if we are setting this extra number of variables, which is 2, nothing but 5 minus 3, if we are setting these number of variables as 0 so as to find the remaining variables, then the obtained solution is called as a basic solution. So a basic solution is a solution obtained by setting n minus m number of variables to 0 and solving for the remaining m variables. So the solution obtained in this fashion is called as a basic solution. So whatever extra number of variables are there, so those extra number of variables are given a 0 value, and now the number of variables that we have to find will be equal to the number of equations that are there. So finding those remaining m variables, we have a solution. So that solution is called as basic solution. And the m variables which are part of the basic solution are called as basic variables. So these are the variables that we have found by keeping n minus m number of variables to 0. So whatever variables we have made to 0 are called as non-basic variables, and those which we have found, which is this m variables, are called as the basic variables. In a basic solution, if all the basic variables take a positive value, then such basic solution is called as a non-degenerate basic solution. And if one or more basic variables is 0, then such a basic solution is called as a degenerate basic solution. If all of them are positive, then it is a non-degenerate basic solution. And in case a basic variable is having a negative value, so basic variable having a negative value will be an infeasible solution, means practically impossible solution. So a solution is called as basic feasible solution when all the basic variables are 0 or positive, and also the solution should be a basic solution. So if the solution is both basic and feasible, then we call it a basic feasible, BFS, basic feasible solution. Feasibility means it's just a technical term which is nothing but practically possible. Something which is practically possible is called as feasible. So which is not possible practically, meaning which if the basic variable takes a negative value, so that is practically not possible, that solution cannot be implemented. So such solution will be an infeasible solution, which we have already seen in our graphical method. So for a given system of m linear equations with n variables, the different solutions that can be possible are NCM. So these many different types of solutions are possible for a system of m linear equations and n variables in case n is greater than m. So these many combinations are possible. These many combinations of values are possible. Let us see with an example. With the knowledge hence gained, let us see if we can address this question. Find all the basic solutions of the following problem. Maximize z is equal to x1 plus 3x2 plus 3x3 subjected to x1 plus 2x2 plus 3x3 equal to 4. 2x1 plus 3x2 plus 5x3 is 7. We should also find what all basic solutions are basic feasible, what all basic solutions comes under non-degenerate basic feasible, on which basic solution is an optimum basic feasible solution. Let us start with answering this. So the number of equations m is 2 and the number of variables is n, which is 3, x1, x2, x3. They are the 3 variables. So we have m is 2 and n is 3. How many basic solutions are possible? It is 3c2. 3c2 is nothing but 3 factorial by 2 factorial into 3 minus 2 factorial. This is 3 into 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 into 1 factorial. So this is nothing but 3. So 3 different solutions are possible. So we can get 3 basic solutions. How do we get 3 different basic solutions? N is greater than m. So because 3 is greater than 2, we can find only 2 variables. So this one variable we have to set to 0. What should that one variable be? So in first case we will assume that x1 is 0 and we will find corresponding x2, x3. The second case, let x2 be equal to 0. Then we will find the corresponding x1, x3. Similarly in the third case, let us assume x3 is 0 and we will find x1 and x2. These are the 3 different possible solutions, which is this. So in case 1, let the non-basic variable. Non-basic variable is the variable which we are setting to 0. That is a non-basic variable. So in the first case, let x1 be the non-basic variable. This is set to 0. And what are the basic variables? If x1 is equal to 0, then from 2 equations we can find 2 variables. When x1 is 0, we can find x2 and x3 from these 2 equations. So what can we find? We can find x2 and x3. So let us solve for x2 and x3 by substituting x1 as 0 in the 2 equations. So we will have 2x2 plus 3x3 equal to 4 and 3x2 plus 5x3 is equal to 7. Let us solve these 2 equations and find the value of x2 and x3. So I got x2 as -1 and x3 as 2. I'm solving all these problems using my scientific calculator. Now that we have the values of all the variables, x1 is 0, x2 is -1, x3 is 2, we can find the corresponding z value. Z is nothing but x1 plus 3x2 plus 3x3. So z will become 3. Substituting x1, x2, x3 in z, we are having z value as 3 for this combination of x1, x2, x3. Now let us see if this particular basic solution is basic feasible solution or not. These are the questions asked. Is it a BFS? Is it NDBF? Or is it optimal? So let us see if it is a basic feasible solution. Is it a basic feasible solution? No, because one of the basic variable is taking a negative value. So it is a no. Is it a non-degenerate basic solution? Is another question. Basic feasible solution. So it is not a BFS first. Even if the question is non-degenerate basic solution, in non-degenerate definition, every basic variable should be a positive value, but here one of them is negative value. So this is also clearly no. And is this an optimal solution? No. Let us check with the second combination. Now this time let x2 be made to 0. Let us substitute x2 as 0 and we shall find the corresponding x1 and x3. Then on solving the constraints by making x2 as 0 and finding for x1 and x3, we have x1 plus 3x3 is equal to 4, 2x1 plus 5x3 is equal to 7. Solve these two to find x1 and x3. So on solving, I got x1 and x3 as 1 and 1. So substitute x1 as 1, x2 as 0 and x3 as 1 in z. We will have the value of z as 4. So is this basic solution feasible? Yes, because there is no negative value. So this is yes. This basic solution is basic feasible solution. Is this a non-degenerate basic feasible solution? Yes, non-degenerate because all the basic variables are having a positive value. Is this optimum? Optimum means the given objective is to maximize. So in order to know whether the given the obtained value is a maximum, we have to check with all the solutions. So the solution with the maximum z is optimum. So now we shall not answer this. Let us now go for the second case. The second case is let x3 be equal to 0 and we shall find the corresponding x1 and x2. Now make this x3 as 0 and find x1 and x2 from these two equations. So it will be x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 4, 2x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 7. Solve these two equations to find x1 and x2. Then we have x1 as 2 and x2 as 1. Substitute x1 as 2, x2 as 1 and x3 as 0 and find z. The value of z is 5. Now is the third solution basic feasible solution? Yes. Is it non-degenerate basic feasible solution? Yes, because both are positive. So this is also a yes. Is this solution the optimum solution? Optimum means the maximum z. So z is maximum. This is 3, this is 4 and this is 5. So anyway this is not a feasible solution. So in case we are comparing the second case and third case, then 5 is greater than 4 and the objective is to maximize z. So wherever z is maximum, that is our optimum solution. So it is a yes for third case where x3 is made to 0. So this will be a no. So with this we have clearly understood what is the basic feasible solution, what is degenerate solution, non-degenerate basic feasible solution and optimum value. So the solution to this particular problem is maximum z is equal to 5 for a combination of x1 is 2, x2 is 1 and x3 is 0. This is a solution to the given problem.
Thanks for watching. If this video was of help to you, please like it and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.